What's good, YouTube? It's Kelo. So today's video I'm going to react to is the top 20 Pokemon battles from the anime show. My favorite battle from the Pokemon series is the Kalos region, Pokemon X and Y, the Kalos League, with Ash and I forgot his name, Sawyer or whatever, with him, Greninja, and Sceptile. That was like my favorite scene from that show. But so yeah, let's watch.
This is Ashley with Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 Pokemon battles from the animated show.
I remember this. Yeah, this is the battle right here I was talking about.
For this list, we're weaving through the Pokemon anime's
It was the full
history
battle,
of
but Greninja and
confrontations to
Sceptile
bring
was
you
my
the best
favorite.
brawls of them all. Have a soft spot for a certain showdown starring Ash and company? Let us know in the comments. And as always, you can catch me on Twitter at AshJBo, so head over there, give me a follow, and let me know which Pokemon list you want to see next. Number 20, Leon vs. Lance.
Oh yeah, I
Fair
like this one
warning,
too.
This is one of the only two entries without Ash Ketchum. Though we'd say it's worth it when it's a battle between two champions.
Lance is like one of my favorite champions.
As Johto and Gala's Apex trainers battle it out, we not only get to see Charizard rip and tear in a whole new light thanks to Journey's increased animation budget.
I'm surprised he
but
didn't use
also
his
see the
Dragonite
return the
instead
red
of
Gyarados.
Gyarados.
That by itself would normally be enough to land it a spot, but then they go full kaiju by both activating Dynamax, leading to a battle of dragons that would have likely destroyed the whole stadium.
Nah, but I feel like Lance should have won this one. Because I'm thinking about like the type of damage.
Number 19, Ash vs. Greta. An overlooked martial arts bonanza
Yeah,
of
I
a
remember
battle
this.
with plenty going for it.
I remember all
Not
the
only did we
fights.
see Ash have to compete in yet another double battle, but saw the return of his Snorlax.
Let's win this thing. What do you say?
Once more, on first, Ariella!
Sure, type-wise, the big unit should have been wasted in the opening seconds, yet thanks to an obscene resilience and crazy amount of moves under his gargantuan belt, Snorlax basically took down all of Greta's Pokemon single-handed.
Snorlax is like a strong Pokemon though.
Taking untold amounts of punishment before body slamming it right back, all of you wannabe trainers out there had better put some respect on Snorlax's name. Number 18, Ash vs.
I
Trip.
remember this.
If anything, this whole fight was an apology for how Pikachu got done in by a level 5 Snivy during the season's opening episodes. After regaining its strength, the Thunder Mouse was ready for a rematch during the qualifying rounds of the Unova League, paving the way for a brutal confrontation with Trip's now fully evolved Superior.
Alright then, smash Pikachu into the battlefield!
I want them to make like a black and white remake
Still not sure how it
for the
was able to
Switch.
combine Iron Tail with Electro Ball together, but hey, Black and White doesn't exactly have the best track record when it comes to fights. We'll
Sure.
take what we can get.
Let her rip, Pikachu!
Number 17, Ash vs. Wolfric. He may appear to be a warm and jolly fella, but this gym leader is practically a walking blizzard when it comes to battles.
Oh yeah, this is when he Mega Ball out of snow.
This was mostly due to his Abomasnow, whose innate ability
Yeah.
to constantly conjure snowfall not only created problems for Ash's whole team, but also had a Mega Form that rocketed it all the way
I miss
to final
Mega
boss
Evolution.
material. Maybe that's why watching Greninja slowly chip away at it made for such a great time. Not every day you get to see a frog ninja punch a Yeti into oblivion. Number 16, Ash vs. Clement. It's plot armor versus the power of science as Ash takes on the genius gym leader. While mostly serving as the resident third wheel all throughout their tour across the Kalos region, Clement was still skilled enough to put Ash through his paces thanks to the force of his Lux Ray, even overpowering Pikachu at one point.
Now Lux Ray, use Wild Charge!
Luckily for Ash, he happened to have a pseudo-legendary in his arsenal.
I like
courtesy of
Gudra. I'm actually glad he had
It proved
Gudra
steady
on
enough
his
to
team.
blast away the competition thanks to its dragon-type moves and general gooiness.
Gudra, now let her rip!
Number 15, Ash vs. Jeanette. It may not be the most explosive match out there, but Kanto purists can't help but look at this fight with major nostalgia goggles. Why? Well, for one, it actually made us believe that Bellsprout was a threat, seeing as how it wiped out Bulbasaur and Pikachu like it was nature's answer to John Wick. Then you've got Ash's rebuttal in the form of Muck, who proves immune to all of Bellsprout's strikes, leading it to casually smothering it to the point of suffocation. Okay, so looking
He
back
could
on
have
it,
easily
it was
defeated
kind of messed
Bellsprout
up.
with like a
But
poison
come
attack.
on, look how happy Muck is.
Now I understand how that Bellsprout felt.
Number 14, Ash vs. Morrison. Harkening back to the days where fighting your friends in a Pokemon battle was
I don't
an
think I've seen this.
emotional ordeal, the Hoenn League saw fit to have Ash and his new comrade, Morrison, go against one another.
Girafferade's light screen is powerless against that vice grip!
However, unlike when he fought Richie, Ash couldn't care less and is all in on winning. Morrison takes it less well. So much so that for the first half of the match, he struggled to get it together.
Profile misses its mark and gets hit by guillotine!
Thankfully, he eventually snapped out of it, giving us a friendly bout that made for one of the Advanced Series' best.
There you have it! In an epic battle, Ash has defeated Morrison and will move on as one of 8 quarterfinal contestants!
Number 13, Ash vs. Misty.
Oh, this one was fire
It was only
too.
a matter of time before these two decided to have a rematch, and the results were far better than we could have hoped.
Quick, use Iron Tail!
Far from the trainers they used to be back in Kanto, Ash once again won the day against his first potential love interest, this time by busting out Pikachu's Z move to bring the thunder.
All right, here we go with full power now! Use beautiful powers!
I didn't like the Z moves. I don't know, it just me, I didn't like it.
However, the real standout here is Misty. She not only showed she was capable of controlling a Gyarados, but could utilize its Mega Form at will. Number 12, Ash vs. Brandon. Not only was this a great fight in and of itself, but it also served as something of a reunion special for Ash's classic Kanto team.
Bulbasaur, just hang in there!
Taking on the final Frontier Brain for the third and final time, Ash assembles a full team of A-listers, including Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and Charizard.
Charizard, Dragon Breath, go!
Normally that would mean the end for your average trainer, but Brandon is a special case since he not only has a powerful lineup, but also has all 3 of the legendary golems just casually waiting in the wings. Still not sure how Pikachu brought down Regice, but hey, at least it looked awesome. Number 11, Ash vs. Gladian. This is it. The championship that Ash actually managed to
I like
win.
this fight too.
20 years of waiting, with the results proving to be far more epic than they have any right to be. This is in large part due to Gladian and how his side story wove together with his chosen team, from the once scorned Silverly all the way to a freaking Zoroark. Having the fight conclude between the two visions of a Lycanroc was just the thematic cherry on top. For all that Sun and Moon might have gotten wrong, this battle fully embraced the spirit of the series, only with a crazy amount of polish. Number 10, May vs. Drew. Pokemon contest was certainly hit and miss as the franchise went on, though we can all agree that May's championship battle against pretty boy rival Drew was legitimately exhilarating.
Razor win!
Blending together beauty and tactics, the way in which each attack is paired with another to create these destructive feasters makes every exchange all the more thrilling to behold.
Now let's use overheat! No time to take a breath! A beautiful overheat coming straight out of the spin!
Not sure what's more impressive, that May won by the skin of her teeth, or that her tag team of choice was a Squirtle and a Combuskin. Number 9, Ash vs. Alan.
This one was fire as well.
It's a surprise thunderbolt from Pikachu. Can Metagross withstand it?
One of the most dynamic, well-animated and hype championship matches of Ash's career, the fight against the master of Mega Evolutions, Alan, proved to be so intense, we're not even bothered that he lost in the end, despite having such a severe type advantage.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised. He should have won that one.
Just a little.
All right, water circuit at the ground!
Still, the final showdown between Greninja and Mega Charizard X made it all worth the wait, especially with Greninja unleashing a burning water shuriken during the closing act. Number 8, Ash vs. Drake. While the Orange League certainly isn't the best part of the anime, at the very least, it gave us all a finale we could really sink our teeth into.
Those two are really turning up the juice.
One of the first examples of a full 6 vs 6 Poke Battle Royale, there were plenty of great moments here for fans of the classic series, including seeing Lapras utilized in battle instead of transportation, as well as Ash using his Tauros.
Tauros, send Venusaur soaring now!
Of course, this all pales in comparison to Drake's Dragonite, who realistically should have been able to wipe the floor with little Pikachu.
Pikachu, thunder attack!
Yeah, if you got a Dragonite on your team, then
Number
you're good.
7, Ash vs. Visquez. If this is what we can expect from the new series, then the Pokemon anime might be in the middle of a second renaissance. In terms of animation quality, the fluidity of the fights, the creative use of moves, it's all here. Taking on Lieutenant Surge's replacement, we not only get to see how Ash handles his Gengar in a fight, but also see a second iteration of the Pikachu vs Raichu rivalry. Only here, nothing about it is static. If anything, it's so supercharged that it completely overshadows the original. Number 6, Ash vs.
Ah,
Paul.
yeah.
Oh, this guy. This son of a dead anime dad had it coming from the moment
Man, the
Ash
Sinnoh
entered
region
the
was
Sinnoh
like my
region.
favorite.
With his complete disregard for Pokemon based on their stats being, well, exactly what all of us do in the games to be honest, but still.
Torterra, no!
Paul had proven himself Ash's most despicable rival of all time, which was what made
Now,
his
Paul
defeat
has
at
some
the
good
Lily of the
strategy.
Valley Conference all the sweeter. All of this was due to the irony that the Infernape that Ash used to bury Paul's team was the one the latter had long abandoned
Oh,
and
yeah,
viewed
that's
as
right.
weak. Number 5, Ash vs. Corina. I mean, purely for the fact that Lucario and its Mega Form are here means we have to include it.
Look, Corio's Mega Evolution form was like my favorite. And the ability.
One of the earliest matchups during Ash's trek through Kalos also turned out to be one of the most gripping, since it not only gave audiences a taste of its upgraded animation, but also just how powerful Mega Evolutions could be. While Pikachu once again seals the win with a killer shock to the system against the series' secondary mascot, it was certainly a hard-fought struggle. Number 4, Ash vs. Blaine. This is the reason everyone wanted to own a
Oh yeah,
Charizard.
this went on
Let's
Charizard
see
using
Venusaur casually
Seismic
picking
Toss.
up a Magmar, spinning it around so hard it creates the shape of a planet, all before tossing its foe into the heart of an active volcano. Yep, this penultimate gym battle was lit, and by far one of the highlights of the original series. Charizard not only dominated against a foe that packed just as much heat as it did, but proved that if Ash had properly trained it, he could have easily won the Indigo League. Number 3, Ash vs. Kukui. While not exactly
This
a
fight
recognized
was
champion
fire.
in his own right, the Alola region's resident laid-back professor still proved himself to be a tour de force of a trainer with the legendary Tapu Koko by his side.
I was surprised that Ash had an Ultra
Of
Beast on
course,
his
you
team.
can always leave it to Ash to dip into his inner chosen one and win the day in style. Guess when it comes to riding the lightning, Pikachu is strong enough to even outdo that of a guardian deity.
Pikachu is always going to take the last kill.
Number 2, Ash vs.
Yeah, this
Sawyer.
one is like my
This battle
favorite.
is pure spectacle, to the point where it easily overshadowed the Kalos League final.
Electro Ball!
With Sawyer packing a robust team that could easily hold their own, it took a combination of actual strategy and onslaught of top-tier techniques for Ash to pull out the win.
Yeah, this part right here.
Not that it was an easy victory, since each matchup divulged into a bit of back and forth, all culminating with Greninja trading blows with a rather beastly Mega Sceptile.
I like Mega Sceptile.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Ash vs. Gary. Rivals come and go, but there will only ever be one Gary. While the two had traded insults on frequent occasions, it wasn't until the Silver Conference that these two kids from Pellet Town got the chance to settle the score.
Hyper Beam now!
Finally resembling the Blue we know from the games, this 6v6 slugfest was the perfect way to cap off Ash and
I
Gary's
actually
ongoing
like Gary's
feud.
team better,
Skull Bash now!
but I didn't like his personality.
Skull Bash is right on target!
The highlight, of course, being Charizard's showdown with his fellow Gen 1 counterpart, Blastoise. Smell you later, Gary.
I won. And I beat Gary.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Watch Mojo, and be sure to subscribe.
This was a good video. It brought so many memories because like I'm over here like thinking like all the fight scenes in that series. But I will say not only was Ash versus Sawyer, that was my favorite. I would say Ash versus Iris on Pokemon Journey. That was one of my favorites. Cause seeing Iris back as a champion, that was like super fire. But yeah, if you'd like to see any videos relate to this, just comment below and make sure to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.